I found this little bowl in my shop. Now, I don't remember turning this. It must have been years ago, probably when I was first learning to turn. And it was just stuck on a shelf. And I thought, it's not a bad looking little piece of wood. I think it's maple. Not sure. Maybe birch. Anyway, I thought, why don't I take this, put it on my coal jaws, clean up the bottom, put a recess in there so I can reverse chuck it and turn the inside and see if I can't turn something fairly thin. So let's take it over to the lathe and see what we can do with this. I have marked a 2-inch ring here, so I can hollow this out to put my chuck jaws in there when I reverse turn this. So I'm going to clean this out with my parting tool and the square recess tool from Cindy Drozda. All right, just a little sanding should be good. Just want to put a couple of decorative lines in here that will also be the margins between which I will put my pyrography. I will just sand this now and I'll be back. I'm going to use Axe abrasive sanding paste and then his polishing restoring paste on the bottom of this. I usually prefer turning from the bottom of the bowl to the top. So this will be a change. Let's just see how this goes. Now the reason I was shear scraping and shear cutting here instead of cutting down is that it's very close to that ring that I put in there. I didn't want to take a chance on getting just a little bit too deep. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to actually leave this knot natural right now. I think that's part of the pith actually. Leave that natural. Actually, I can't do that if I'm going to be turning this thin. I need to fill that. So I'm just going to fill that with some sawdust, CA glue, and then I'll be back. I sanded it to 240 after I filled this with walnut sawdust and thin CA glue. Then I finished it with Axe abrasive paste and his polishing paste. I think that's looking pretty nice. Now, what I'm really looking forward to is seeing what I can do about turning this thin. I've honed my 3/8 inch bowl gouge to make sure it's good and sharp. I'm going to be turning this at 1000 RPM. First thing I want to do is clean up this front, this top part. Feels pretty even. I'm going to take just another hair off of there. Probably regret this. All right, I'm very happy with it there. I am going to be putting my hand on top here to support this a little bit when I sand this, just because it is so darned thin. I don't want to take any chances. And it's very thin right down to the end of this knot. And then it starts to thicken because I don't want a real thin bottom. Get my air shield on and start sanding. Axe abrasive sanding paste. Axe polishing paste. I'll just put a shop towel on the top just to support it. Oh, I think that's looking pretty good. Well, I don't think that turned out too badly. I'm quite pleased with it. Anytime I can turn something that thin and not blow it up, I'm in a good mood. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll come back next time. Between now and then, have a great day in your shop and be safe. If you enjoyed this, share it with your friends if you like. Click the like button so I know I'm doing something right. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much to all those who have subscribed. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for showing up. Take care now.